are watching Pause. We pause for a second or two. How do we keep life coherent when so much is changing? This is episode 255, Sleep Situation. Today, we are talking about one of our 5 typical situations. These 5 situations pop up all throughout life. They come again and again, and a lot of what life seems to be about has to do with these 5 typical situations. And today we are talking about one of them, sleep, our sleep situation. And you can see here on the top of this wood cube that it says situation. It's one of our 5 situations that we talk about here on Pause. Sleep. And here you can see the symbol for our sleep situation. A bit like comic style. So in our sleep situation, we pause and find ourselves falling asleep, sleeping and dreaming, or waking up. So, one part here, I think all of us are struggling with, the falling asleep part. Quite often, we find ourselves laying there, trying to fall asleep, but we cannot. And often we think that there must be something wrong. There must be something wrong because we should be able to fall asleep, we think. There must be something wrong with us, we often think. There is something wrong with us for not falling asleep. And oftentimes we can lay there and sort of think of different reasons. What is wrong? What is wrong about us? What is wrong with our lives? Why can't we fall asleep? It can be very frustrating. And it can be difficult to move past laying there and just thinking that something is wrong. We can search and search and search. It would seem that perhaps we are supposed to lie there awake every once in a while. Perhaps it has function for us to lie there thinking, twisting and turning. Perhaps something is happening that is simply not ours to have control over. Could be. Sometimes maybe we need simply the hours of just laying there. Wake and rest. Some form of rest. Worried, yes, but still we're lying there. We're not running around. We're laying still, relatively still. Perhaps it has as much to do with how we are when we are awake as it has to do with the lack of sleep in itself. Could be. What does it say here on this other side? It says, sleep is how we reconcile ourselves with unpredictability. Reconciliation, how we reconcile ourselves. There is a lot of unpredictability in our lives. There's a lot we have little or no control over. But the sun rising and the sun setting is completely predictable. There's nothing unpredictable about it. We know when the sun is rising, we know when the sun is setting, and the sun always rises for another day. The sun always sets for another night. It's one thing we can really count on. But we, in comparison with the rhythm of days and nights, we are highly unpredictable. Our lives are highly unpredictable. So every time we fall asleep, every time, maybe not even when we fall asleep, maybe even when we lie there at night, not falling asleep, laying there thinking, there is this meeting between the predictability of days and nights, the rhythm of it, and the unpredictability of us. And it can be very difficult for us, unpredictable us, to meet with this predictable rhythm. It can be very difficult to find the meeting between the two. Can feel that almost as if the unpredictability of our lives is something in essence different from the consistency of the sun and the earth. Sleeping and dreaming. It says here, we pause and find ourselves sleeping and dreaming. Can we pause when we sleep? Can we pause when we are dreaming, mid-dream? Can we take a moment, take a second or two to reflect upon what we are dreaming as we are dreaming? Can we use our pause during our dream to take something with us? Can we learn something, experience something from our dream via the pause? Sometimes we dream a lot. We dream whole novels worth of dreams. And sometimes we sleep soundly, we dream nothing. Just deep sleep. And it comes and goes. Sometimes we dream every single night. And sometimes we remember nothing. We just sleep. And lastly here, it says waking up. We pause and find ourselves waking up. Oftentimes when we wake up, we rush. We jump out of bed, go to the toilet, make breakfast, put on clothes, rush to our job or school. What then happens if we pause as we're waking up? So we're still lying there in bed and we can feel that we're waking up, but we have maybe not even opened our eyes yet. And we just pause for a second or two. And we don't move. We do not shift. Not even our head. We just keep just as we wake up. And we pause for a second or two. And it could be that we feel how our dream felt in our body. Could be that some images linger, some sequence, some event from our dream lingers. And we pause for a second or two and just stay with it for a moment. Could be that there is something there we can take with us into our day. Maybe not, but could be. We are still someone during our sleep. And it is interesting who we are during our sleep and who we are during our day, and see how those two communicate. It's interesting. Paying attention, I should say. Paying attention to our dreams can change how we feel about our day. And paying attention to our day can change how we feel about our sleep. Predictability and unpredictability. Things we can count on and things we can count less on, or not at all. How these two come and go into each other. Who are we when we sleep? Is that a different person from when we are awake? Or are we still us, the same? Sleep. I really like this situation. For me at least, it feels intuitive to begin to start looking at our sleep, to look at my sleep. There is just something about it. It feels like a never-ending source of, it frees up, it loosens up. When we get stuck. This is very good. Sleep. It has this nice deep blue color. It's comforting, yet mysterious. It's interesting. The sun is rising and the sun is setting. And what are we doing? Are we rising and setting as well? Or are we supposed to do something else? That's it for today. Thank you.